This is the scandal nobody saw coming, and it's already tearing apart everything young Jock thought he knew about love, loyalty, and trust. Late last night, shocking whispers began to surface online. Kendra, Jock's wife, may be hiding a pregnancy. But the real bombshell isn't just the pregnancy itself. It's who people are claiming might actually be the father. And when these rumors hit Jock's ears, insiders say he absolutely lost his mind, lashing out in a meltdown so intense it had producers, family, and even castmates scrambling to pull him back from the edge. Social media is already in flames. Fans are screaming betrayal, insiders are leaking receipts. Alleged private texts are painting a story so messy, so wild, that it makes every other love and hip-hop drama look like child's play. And here's the kicker. Jock himself isn't denying it. Fact. His latest outburst may have confirmed the very thing he swore would never happen, that the woman he put a ring on is holding the biggest secret of their marriage. What's real? What's fabricated? And why are insiders claiming Jock's rage went so far that cameras had to cut before everything went off the rails? Tonight, we're diving deep into the chaos, the tears, the betrayals, and the explosive fallout that could end not just a marriage but a career. Because if these rumors are true, then Kendra's pregnancy isn't a blessing. It's the scandal of the decade. The whispers started as nothing more than a faint hum in the background of the love and hip-hop universe. At first, it was just one or two anonymous accounts dropping cryptic comments under Jock and Kendra's posts. Congratulations, we know what you're hiding. Secrets don't stay buried forever. But then came the screenshots. Suddenly, entire group chats and insider DMs began spreading across social media like wildfire. And every single one of them was pointing to one bombshell revelation. Kendra was pregnant, but young Jock wasn't celebrating. Because there were rumors the child might not even be his dot. At first, Jock tried to laugh it off. He went on Instagram Live wearing that same trademark smile, brushing off questions from fans about the pregnancy. Man, y'all need to stop with these rumors, he said, shaking his head, sipping from his cup, but his voice cracked just barely. His laugh sounded hollow. And that's when fans knew this wasn't just gossip. There was something real hiding under the surface. What followed next was chaos. An anonymous Twitter account claiming to be close to production leaked a voice note. The audio wasn't crystal clear, but the voice sounded eerily like Jock, yelling in the background during what insiders claim was an off-camera blow-up at a cast gathering. "You think I'm a fool, Kendra? You think I don't know what's going on?" the voice screamed. Shh. And then silence. A heavy silence that fans say confirmed more than Jock would ever admit. Within hours, #Kendra pregnancy and #JOC meltdown were trending. Blogs picked up the story. YouTube commentators dissected every frame of Jock's recent appearances. And one shocking claim surfaced. Jock allegedly confronted Kendra at a private dinner after hearing from a friend of a friend that she had been seen with another man just weeks before news of her pregnancy began circulating. Insiders claim Jock's rage was so volcanic that producers were forced to step in and separate the two before things went too far. And it didn't stop there. Leaked text messages, allegedly between Kendra and a confidant, began making the rounds. One of them read, "I don't know how long I can keep this from him. If he finds out who it really is, it's over." The internet erupted. Fans speculated endlessly about who it could be and, more importantly, who he might be referring to. JOC, meanwhile, began spiraling publicly. On stage during a club hosting just days after the rumors broke, witnesses say Jock grabbed the mic and went off script, ranting about loyalty and fake love. One fan caught it on video, and in the clip, Jock shouts, "I gave everything to this marriage. Don't play with me. Don't play with my name." The crowd gasped, phones went up, and within hours the clip went viral, adding gasoline to an already raging fire. But the most explosive part came when one Love and Hip Hop castmate, who requested anonymity, hinted to a blogger that Jock's meltdown wasn't just about the possibility of infidelity. He feels blindsided, the source said. He feels like everyone knew something he didn't. When he found out about the pregnancy, he was overjoyed. But when the whispers started, when he started putting two and two together, when he snapped, it feels like he's the last one to know. And for Jock, that's the ultimate humiliation. And humiliation is exactly what played out online. Memes flooded Twitter. Some fans clowned Jock, saying he'd finally been hit with the karma of his own past infidelities. Others defended him, insisting no man deserved to go through what he was allegedly experiencing. The divide was sharp, but the engagement was undeniable. Jock's pain had become the internet's obsession. Then came the alleged insider leak that broke everything wide open. A producer from the show allegedly told a gossip site that Jock's reaction off-camera was so heated, so raw, that there are hours of unaired footage showing him pacing, screaming, and refusing to leave the set. He was shaking, the producer allegedly said. "I've never seen him like that. He kept repeating, 'Tell me the truth, tell me the truth.' It was like he already knew, but he needed to hear it from her mouth." Fans began demanding the footage. Hashtags like #releasethetape trended as pressure mounted on the network. To address the rumors, meanwhile, Kendra stayed silent. She posted a single photo to Instagram, a black screen with the caption, "God knows the truth. That's all that matters." But instead of calming the storm, it only fueled more speculation. Why not deny it? Why not put the rumors to bed? Silence, in the court of public opinion, was as good as guilt. And then, as if scripted for television, Jock allegedly stormed out of a private event and confronted a group of producers. According to multiple eyewitnesses, he shouted, "If y'all air this, if y'all make me look like a fool, I'm done. I'll burn this whole thing down." Guests said he was visibly shaking, his voice trembling, his face red with fury. Scurry had to step in, and the event was shut down early. The fallout was immediate. Blogs ran headlines about Jock's breakdown. Fans speculated that his marriage was over, and the whispers about who the other man might be only grew louder, with names being thrown into the fire left and right. Some claimed it was a former friend of Jock's. Others swore it was an industry figure tied to Kendra's legal work. Nobody knew for sure, but everyone wanted answers. And just when things couldn't possibly get messier, one last bombshell dropped that left the entire internet holding its breath. A blog claimed to have an uncut audio clip of Jock and Kendra's confrontation, a tape so raw and so damaging that it could destroy their marriage forever if released. Fans flooded the comments begging for the leak, desperate to hear what was said behind closed doors. The only question left now, is the tape real? And if it is, what secret could it possibly hold that Jock was willing to risk everything? His marriage, his career, his public image, just to stop it from coming out. Because if the rumors are true, then this pregnancy isn't just a scandal. It's a ticking time bomb waiting to detonate. And when it does, the explosion will change everything. The whispers of an audio leak turned into screams overnight. At first, fans didn't believe it. After all, love and hip-hop rumors fly every single week, and 9 out of 10 times they fizzle into nothing more than internet chatter. But this time, it was different. This time, the bloggers weren't bluffing. By sunrise, a shaky, muffled clip had surfaced online, allegedly recorded during Jock and Kendra's private confrontation. The recording wasn't studio quality. You could hear muffled voices, chairs scraping, background noise, but one thing rang crystal clear, the voice of a man, angry and heartbroken, demanding answers. "Just tell me." The voice shouted, cracking with rage. "Is it mine or not?" The sound of glass shattering followed, and then faintly, a woman's voice, softer, hesitant, trembling. Fans swore the female voice belonged to Kendra, though she never confirmed nor denied it. But the internet had already decided. Within hours, hashtag #JOCAudio was trending across every platform. The leak triggered a wildfire of reactions. On Twitter, one fan wrote, "If that's really Jock, this man is fighting demons. You can hear the pain in his voice." Another fired back, "Nah, he deserves this after the way he treated women for years. Karma always comes back around." The divide between sympathy and scorn was brutal. But one thing was certain. Everyone was listening. Insiders claimed Jock's reaction to the leak was nothing short of explosive. According to someone allegedly close to production, the rapper-turned-reality star stormed into the editing bay, demanding the footage be buried. He was out of control. The insider claimed, he kept saying, "This is my family. This is my wife. Don't do this to me." He was crying one minute and cussing out producers the next. I've never seen him unravel like that. But Kendra's silence spoke louder than anything Jock could scream. She didn't post. She didn't deny. She didn't confirm. Instead, she was spotted leaving a law office in downtown Atlanta. Her head low, her face hidden behind oversized sunglasses. Paparazzi snapped photos, and within hours, gossip sites were running with the headline, "Kendra lawyered up." That's when the second wave of chaos hit. Screenshots began circulating online of alleged DMs between Kendra and a close friend. One of them read, "He won't stop until I tell him everything. I just don't know if I can handle the fallout." Fans immediately speculated that this meant Jock was right all along, that there was another man in the picture, and Kendra was struggling to keep the secret contained. Theories ran wild. Some swore the other man was a castmate. Others claimed it was someone connected to the music industry. A few even suggested it could be a long-term friend of Jock's, which, if true, would mean the betrayal cut even deeper. Blogs fanned the flames with sensationalized headlines. Jock's worst nightmare confirmed, and Kendra's secret lover revealed. Though none of it was verified, the internet didn't care. The drama was too good. Meanwhile, Jock's public unraveling reached a boiling point. At a recent club appearance, he reportedly refused to perform and instead went on another tirade. Video shows him pacing the stage, microphone in hand, shouting, "They trying to play me. They trying to make me look like a clown. Ain't no man gone take care of another man's child, not me. Not now, not ever." The crowd gasped. Some cheered him on, others booed, but everyone knew Jock had just admitted that he believed the rumors. By now, even other Love and Hip Hop castmates began weighing in. Erica Mena posted a cryptic message to Instagram, "You can't play with people's hearts and expect God not to step in." Fans immediately linked the comment to Jock and Kendra, though Erica never named names. Spice, on the other hand, was more direct during an IG Live session, where she laughed and said, "Chilly, the way Jock's screaming. I thought he was back in the studio recording a diss track." The comment went viral, sparking debates about whether castmates were mocking Jock's pain or simply adding fuel to the fire. But it wasn't just castmates stirring the pot. Jock's family began to get involved. His cousin, known for speaking his mind online, took to Twitter and wrote, "Don't let TV fool y'all. He really hurting. But one thing I know, we ain't raising no child that ain't his. Period." The tweet was quickly deleted, but not before screenshots flooded the internet. Kendra's camp, on the other hand, remained tight-lipped. A single statement was released to a gossip outlet. Allegedly from someone in her circle, Kendra is focused on her health and well-being. She will not be bullied into making public statements about private matters. But instead of cooling things down, this only sparked more outrage. Fans flooded the comments, demanding she tell the truth once and for all, and then, as if the internet couldn't handle any more chaos, another leak surfaced, this time an alleged text exchange between Jock and one of his boys. In the messages, Jock wrote, "If this turns out the way I think it will, I'm done. I can't be no fool like this. I'll walk away from everything." The texts weren't verified, but they spread like wildfire. Bloggers claimed Jock was threatening to leave not just the marriage, but also the show entirely. Producers, according to whispers, are in panic mode. This is bigger than just storyline drama. One alleged insider told a blog, "If Jock quits, it's a domino effect. He's one of the pillars of the franchise. But he feels betrayed not just by Kendra, but by the production team for letting this spiral." The internet, meanwhile, continues to dissect every frame, every leak, every silence. On TikTok, creators posted side-by-side comparisons of Jock's outbursts with Kendra's recent appearances, analyzing body language and micro-expressions like detectives solving a crime. On Twitter, the memes got darker, some painting Jock as a victim, others clowning him as a walking punchline. And in the middle of it all, Jock himself stayed quiet, at least online. Behind the scenes, however, insiders claim his behavior has become increasingly erratic. One source alleged that Jock demanded a full paternity test, threatening to expose Kendra if she refused. He told her, "I'll go on live and tell the whole world what you're hiding if you don't give me the truth," the insider claimed. If that's true, then the next chapter in this saga might not be controlled leaks or anonymous sources. It might be Jock himself blowing everything wide open in real time. But the real cliffhanger, the full version of the leaked audio, still hasn't surfaced. The snippet already sent the internet into flames, but blogs are teasing that the extended version contains even more damaging revelations, including a moment where Kendra allegedly admits something Jock has been terrified to hear. Fans are counting down, waiting for the other shoe to drop. Because if that uncut audio really comes out, the scandal won't just destroy a marriage. It could expose betrayals that ripple far beyond Jock and Kendra, dragging in names and secrets that nobody was prepared to face. And that, right there, is where things take their darkest turn yet. The day the uncut audio dropped, the entire internet froze. Blogs had teased it for days, hinting that the first leak was only a taste of the chaos to come. But when the full recording finally surfaced, it wasn't just a leak, it was a detonation. The 5-minute audio clip, raw and unedited, captured young Jock and Kendra in the middle of a fiery confrontation that left fans stunned, castmates shaken, and producers scrambling to contain the fallout. The clip began with Jock's voice, louder, angrier, more desperate than anyone had heard before. "I just need to know," he shouted. "Don't play with me, Kendra. If you respect me at all, tell me the truth." His voice cracked mid-sentence, the kind of raw emotion you can't fake. And then came Kendra's voice, faint, trembling, but undeniable. "I don't know if it's yours," she whispered. That one line shattered the internet. Social media timelines erupted with disbelief. TikTok feeds flooded with reaction videos of fans screaming into their phones. Twitter exploded with hashtags. Hashtag Kendra confesses, hashtag JOC done, and hashtag love and hip hop scandal. One user wrote, "I will never look at them the same again. She really said she doesn't know." Another simply posted, "He married her for this," accompanied by a gif of Jock with his head in his hands from a past season. But the bombshell didn't stop there. As the recording continued, Jock accused Kendra of lying for months, of covering her tracks, of humiliating him in front of the world. "You made me fight everybody off, made me defend you. And all this time you knew," he screamed. At one point, the sound of a door slamming echoed through the clip, followed by silence, then muffled sobs. Kendra's fans assumed the internet became a battlefield. Some fans rushed to Jock's defense, calling Kendra manipulative and selfish. Others turned the tables, dragging Jock for his own history of infidelity, arguing that he had no right to crumble when the tables finally turned. "This is karma in real time," one user tweeted. "Jock been embarrassing women for years. Now look at him." But while fans fought online, Jock's real-life breakdown grew darker. Just hours after the uncut audio surfaced, he went live on Instagram, visibly shaken, pacing back and forth in what appeared to be his home. "They trying to clown me. They trying to paint me like I'm a joke," he ranted. His voice cracked as he pointed at the camera, his eyes swollen, his hands trembling. "This is my real life. This is my family. And if y'all think I'm gonna sit back and let this ride, you've got me twisted. I'll burn it all down before I be made into some fool." The live ended abruptly, but not before nearly 50,000 viewers tuned in, screen recording every second. Clips circulated instantly, and Jock's words, "I'll burn it all down," became the latest viral meme. Blogs twisted it into headlines like "Jock threatens to destroy everything after audio leak and meltdown," or "Cry for help. Jock goes live in shocking state." Meanwhile, Kendra remained silent. But her silence became its own weapon. The longer she avoided addressing the scandal, the more fans speculated. Rumors spread that she had fled Atlanta to stay with family, out of state. Others claimed she was working with her legal team to build a case against producers for exploiting her private pain. None of it was confirmed, but the narrative was spiraling so fast that reality and speculation blurred into one. And then, celebrities started chiming in. Cardi B posted a cryptic tweet that read, "When you hide the truth, it always finds its way out. Loud or quiet, it come out." Fans immediately tied it to Jock and Kendra, though she never said their names. 50 Cent, always eager to jump into drama, shared a meme of Jock crying, captioning it, "Damn, homie, she played you worse than you played herself." The post racked up millions of views, dragging Jock deeper into public humiliation. But the most shocking reaction came from one of Jock's exes. Kali Red, never one to stay quiet, went live and laughed as she sipped a drink. "Y'all acting brand new like Jock ain't been a mess. The only difference is, now the whole world hearing what I've been saying. I told y'all he was reckless. I told y'all it would end like this." Her smugness only fueled the fire, with fans split between siding with Corley's vindication and blasting her for kicking a man while he was down. Producers of Love and Hip-Hop tried to regain control of the situation. Sources say emergency meetings were held debating whether to cut Jock and Kendra from filming until the scandal cooled down. But others argued this was the kind of storyline that could save ratings. "This is the biggest thing to hit the franchise in years," one alleged insider said. "We'd be crazy not to lean into it." And leaning in is exactly what they did. A teaser clip for the next season surfaced showing Jock in a confessional, his face red, his voice hoarse. "You ever love somebody so much, you'd fight the whole world for them, only to find out they weren't fighting for you?" The clip ended with him slamming his fist on the table, fade to black, and the words, "To be continued." Fans lost their minds. Theories flooded Reddit threads debating whether Jock would file for divorce on camera, whether Kendra would reveal the true father, whether the show was orchestrating the leaks for publicity. The chaos was so loud that even mainstream outlets like TMZ and The Shade Room began covering it non-stop, cementing the scandal as the defining pop culture moment of the year. And then came the ultimate twist. An anonymous tip sent to multiple blogs claiming the alleged other man tied to Kendra's pregnancy wasn't a stranger, wasn't an industry peer, but someone deeply connected to Jock's circle. Screenshots of a blurred-out silhouette teased the reveal, with captions like, "When this name drops, Atlanta will never be the same." The speculation hit fever pitch. Was it a friend? A fellow rapper? A castmate? Fans scoured old episodes for clues, dissecting every hug, every side glance, every offhand comment. Conspiracy videos popped up on TikTok, suggesting that producers had planted hints seasons ago, setting the stage for this shocking twist. And now, as the internet waits with bated breath, one question echoes louder than all the rest. Who is the father? The uncut audio may have exposed Kendra's confession, but it didn't solve the mystery. If anything, it only deepened the wound, raising stakes so high that Jock's very sanity, his marriage, and his legacy all hang in the balance. The cliffhanger is undeniable. Jock's live threats, Kendra's silence, the looming reveal of the mystery man. It's all spiraling into the kind of explosive finale reality TV dreams are made of. But here's the chilling part. Insiders claim we're only scratching the surface. More leaks are on the way, more voices will be heard, and the truth that's about to come out could ruin not just one marriage, but multiple careers. Because in the world of love and hip-hop, no secret stays buried forever. And the next revelation, it might just be the one that blows Atlanta apart. And there you have it. The scandal that has completely turned young Jock and Kendra's world upside down. From whispered rumors to full-blown audio leaks, from Jock's jaw-dropping meltdown to celebrities piling on with their reactions. This story has already spiraled beyond anything Love and Hip Hop fans could have imagined. But here's the truth. It's not over. Not by a long shot. The biggest question, the only question still remains. Who is the father? Is it Jock's? Or is there another man tangled deep in this messy web of secrets? And if that other man is as close to Jock as insiders claim, then we're looking at a betrayal so savage it could split friendships, ruin reputations, and leave the entire cast divided forever. This is why you cannot afford to miss what comes next. Because if you think the uncut audio was explosive, wait until you see the footage producers are sitting on. The next bombshell is going to be bigger, messier, and even harder to believe. So right now, hit that like button if you're as shocked as we are. Drop a comment below with who you think the mystery man might be. And most importantly, subscribe with notifications on, because when the next leak hits, you're going to want to be the very first to know. Trust me, this is the kind of scandal that will go down in reality TV history. Don't blink, don't miss it. Stay locked in.